You're putting on? We're going right now. What's up, Gamble?
Hey, JJ. Another recording of the Digital Ramble, episode 18 this time.
Oh, yeah, man. And it's like our season finale.
That's right. It's the end of season 2. I think we've done enough of NULLS. We're going to wrap it up, the NULLS wrap-up show. And we're also going to hint towards what season 3 might have in store for us.
Oh, yeah, man. And, you know, we've had a tremendous response with our whole NULLS episode, getting a lot of great positive feedback from people within the industry. And then also our clients, you know, we're getting some fantastic return from our clients and talking about, man, I heard that episode that you were talking about a particular product. Nest thermostats was a big one. So just excited about the NULLS wrapping up, having a great return on it, and, you know, moving on to season 3 next week.
Yeah, so we'll be putting a shout out for things that are coming on season 3, and listen out for a call for guests. We're going to try and mix it up in season 3.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You've been busy this past week and this past weekend. You know, I think we touched on a little bit that you had your tech wall, and you were giving some demos, or not demos. You were at an event this past week and getting some, you know, clients really interested in the NULLS solutions that you're providing over there in the UK.
That's correct. Yeah, we'll talk about that later and how that went. The show in Cambridge. We had a fantastic success there. That was finished yesterday, and already I've been dealing with inquiries from that. So yeah, let's talk about that. So we're ready to get on with.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's get on with it. Man, I just love our intro. I want to say thank you to Ben over at Catalyst Security and Solutions over in Indiana for putting that together for us. That's just so fire, man. I love that thing.
Yeah, it's been a good addition to this season, and we'll keep that going. So thank you, Ben, and thank you as well to our Patreons. Thank you also to our Facebook followers, our YouTube subscribers, and all our social media followers who engage with us. We really appreciate the support we get from you.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Gamble, just to review, we talked about these last 5-6 episodes. We've been talking about NULLS, and NULLS is an acronym for our personal Fab 5 manufacturers that we use and install on a daily basis for our clients, that we found reliability, ease of use. It you know, it really fills some pain points that our customers we're having. And NULLS, for those that don't know, and those that might be listening and tuning in for the first time, NULLS is for Nest, U is for Ubiquity, or E for Eero, which we use over here in the States, L for Logitech, L for Lutron, and S for Sonos. And today we're talking about how individually the impact of those devices, but more how they create an incredible ecosystem when applied together.
That's correct. For both of us, our businesses, we saw the opportunity to narrow down on the brands that we used, but in no way dilute the experience for the customer. In fact, the narrowing of the brands has actually increased the experience our customers have. Individually, you're talking about 5 of the best user experiences in home technology. And that would be hard for anyone to dispute that. If you put Sonos in the hands of a customer with the smartphone or tablet app, the positive experience they have with that time and time again over the years, the Nest user interface on their app for controlling your climate, viewing your cameras, and checking in on your doorbell, it, again, unrivaled the experience that these big brands are providing their customers, our customers.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's right out the box great experience, Gamble. There's a very little setup. The installation makes it very easy to use. Whenever you open the app, it's easy to navigate and understand. It's laid out well. The colors are the colors that they use in the app allows it to divide it up into sections to really give you some strong data and some strong feedback on exactly what your investment that you've made is doing for you and providing for you.
Yeah, these are apps and skills that are open to the customer, to you, the homeowner, to make changes, add products, add services. Just running through with a client this morning, quickly adding their favorite music services to their Sonos system. We added Apple Music, quickly followed by Spotify. Then we put Prime from Amazon on there. They had their 3 subscription services available in the 4 rooms of Sonos that we installed for them. And, they were up and running in minutes, and all their content, their favorite playlists, the things they built up over the years were all there, available to them right away.
We had a client that requested that we do a Ubiquity system for them at their house. And I haven't done Ubiquity in quite some time, but the ease of installation, the feedback that we were receiving from the access points, and then using the cloud key to manage that system and the access points and the switches, and to know what's plugged into the switches, and then being able to hand that off to the client so he visually could understand what his network was doing there in his house. He was just blown away. He was so excited that he was able to have access and that data that he could make decisions. And we always talk about being able to cut your network devices off in the evening. So if you want to set certain parameters for different individuals in your house, usually under 16 individuals is what we're talking about. That was a parameter that he felt that he needed in his household, and we were able to provide for him. And Ubiquity made it very easy to do if you understand the process.
Sure. Networking is for the experienced technician. It isn't, I don't give access all areas to the client, to their network, not to keep them locked out in any way, but I do know that the inexperienced homeowner with their home network can get a little bit muddled up. So we give them the features that they need to have access to, and the more technical things, the challenging things, are left to us. Once they're set up, we don't really have to do much else, but we don't really need them accessing that. So that's good. We've got a system that keeps the pro stuff for us and the homeowner features for them, and they really enjoy using it. And I really want to emphasize this week how important the Wi-Fi network is, the wired and Wi-Fi network is to all the other tech.
It's the foundation. It is the foundation that you build the tech on top of.
We insist that the wireless and wired network is of a minimum standard before we introduce Nest, Sonos, Lutron, Logitech. It's so crucial to the NULLS ecosystem and framework. No good Wi-Fi, no good home tech.
Gamble, I'll go a little bit expansive outside of NULLS. Network Wi-Fi mandatory regardless of what kind of tech you're putting in your house. Even if it's highly engineered, it's got to have a solid foundation of wireless as well as hardwired network throughout the property.
Just a little bit on the show that I did, and I was actively asking people for what their pain points are in their home currently with tech, and so many talk about their Wi-Fi devices not getting the connection when they're needed, like for gaming and streaming television and music, and that's a massive frustration. And the equipment and the professionals are out there to wipe out those Wi-Fi woes. So, look up your local home tech pro. We did an episode before. How do I find a home tech professional? Go check it out.
Yeah, we had a client that we hardwired some access points to it, and unbeknownst to us, the wiring behind the plates was not terminated correctly. As soon as the client had plugged their access points into the network, it completely bombed the speed. It took us a minute to figure out exactly what the challenge was, because they were paying for like $300 down. and because it was wired incorrectly behind the plates by previous homeowner or the builder or whoever it might have been, it was tanking it down into the 40 download. And that just, when you're paying for that service and the return is so less, and you don't even know that that's happening, if they didn't have a professional come in that had the tools to be able to diagnose, to be able to see what's unseen, you'd never know that you weren't getting what you were paid for. As soon as we corrected that problem, their lighting control started acting correctly. Their Sonos system that they had in their home started acting correctly. It's because the foundation was not laid correctly, causing everything thereafter to have challenges. And once we got their Wi-Fi up and established, then the lighting control, oh my goodness. Are y'all doing a lot of RAW 2 over there, or RAW Select?
RAW 2 Select is just flying off the shelf with us. We just did our end of month update to Lutron, and we're really happy with our figures since the start of the year. So very, very popular. We just started a new project today with a ton of RAW 2 Select, and we're really excited about that one.
And RAW 2 Select is lighting control, and Chris and I, we go at lighting control a little bit different than entertainment or environmental setting, dimming the lights. We take it more in all of our proposals. We start on the outside of the house, and we talk about security and how we're using lighting as part of your security in your home, and then work from the outside into the interior of the home. And lighting control, a lot of people don't realize how beneficial lighting can be to adding security to your home. You don't want your family driving up to a dark home, especially whenever with the appropriate lighting control systems and schedules, that never has to happen ever again.
No, that's right. And to enhance the security part, we're blending two items from the NULLS framework. Lutron for the control of the lights, but we're also using the motion sensors built into Nest products, so their outdoor cameras and their doorbell. We're using those to trigger the lighting. If motion's detected at the front door, turns on the porch lights. Motion detected on the back terrace, turns on those outside wall lights. So using existing tech or new tech that you've added, blending it with other devices in the house, now you're using, instead of having another sensor, you're using the sensor built in to your intelligent camera or your smart doorbell.
Absolutely. Something else that we were doing with our Lutron lighting control jobs is integrating Sonos into like the little Picos. And a Pico is like a little, I don't even know how to describe it, Gamble. Do you have one there in your truck? I might have one in my bag that I'll pull up. But the little Pico through Lutron, it allows you to manipulate this little keypad that is portable or can be permanent or can sit on a tabletop. But just it's so elegant and looking and easy to use. But from the app, you can program that Pico to either control your lights, or you can control your Sonos by hitting your favorite playlist up, or control the volume up and down with your little Pico. And that itself is quite a wow experience for the homeowners, because they weren't expecting their lighting control to be able to control their audio system.
Yeah, and it's not just wow, it's super practical. We give the example to homeowners, the phone's ringing, there's someone at the door, a child's demanding attention, whatever's happening, a pet is getting in the way, and the music is blasting and you can't think straight. And just to be able to reach over to either the countertop or the wall switch position and press pause, and you can gather your thoughts or answer the phone or head to the door without having to unlock your phone, enter your thumbprint or put in your passcode, do the Face ID, find the app and find the pause icon. The convenience of just reaching for that wall switch and pausing your Sonos, in not just, if you have rooms grouped together, it will pause all of them if they're grouped with that room that the keypad is associated with. So you could have it blasting all throughout the house, and just one press pauses all your speakers.
Yeah, and you know, with the clients, not only pausing the speakers, but allowing, we're using Sonos in all of our homes. I think you are as well, but being able to combine and improve the quality of the audio for every television in the house. I mean, Sonos has some really cool offerings with their Sonos Beam, or the Sonos Play Bar, and then also there's the tabletop Sonos piece that y'all use a lot over there in the UK, and the ease of accessing that content, or, well, first accessing your audio system and then accessing just an unlimited amount of content to listen to, whether it's music or the Digital Ramble podcast or something like that. You could easily access it there on your Sonos system.
Yeah, we're a big fan of our customers giving the TV this 4K high resolution display that they've all invested in recently. A lot of people have upgraded from full HD to 4K Ultra HD televisions, yet the sound always lets them down. So why not give the screen with the great picture the sound it deserves? You know, these directors and producers and actors, they're not silent movies. You know, they're not just visually great to watch. It's all about the soundtrack. It's the sound that immerses you in that film. So give your TV, your movies, your sports, your music videos, whatever you're watching on that big screen, give it the sound it deserves. Add the bass, add the rear speakers, and turn up the volume.
Right, and so you can incorporate it with your television, but you can also use that same exact system to stream all of your audio content, and do it in a very discreet way. I mean, in the past, I think a lot of people are familiar with the only solution that we had in the past, which is a big black box, an AVR, audio video receiver that had to have a house or somewhere to stay, and then you had all these crazy wires going to it for all the speakers that were up in the ceiling, and then your subwoofer had to go to wherever it was pre-wired or wired, or wherever you could get a wire to it. Gamble, I'm all about less wires, less problems, or, you know, you hear me saying more wires, more problems, more boxes, more problems. We're very much a less is more approach, and the devices that we're talking about allow for that to happen. Simple, easy, minimalistic, compact.
I know when we talk about AV receivers in the past, it always gets me in trouble with other people in my industry because they know that I'm not a lover of them. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut this week on that one.
I like AV receivers applied in, you know, home theater systems, or, you know, or use separate. So, and that's my take on it. You know, the one product that really got you and I together, Gamble, the product that really, you know, started this whole Digital Ramble thing would be Logitech. And Logitech, about 4 years ago, Logitech, we came across Logitech and started implementing them in very high numbers in our client's home. It was a manufacturer that I didn't know a lot about. I didn't have a lot of high expectations. You've heard in our Logitech discussion of NULLS how my arm was twisted into installing one, and it really was a eureka moment for myself and for our firm, to where we completely decided to do a complete shift in business approach because of the Logitech product, and because of doing that, you and I got in contact with one another and have continued to talk about it, and use it and implement it, but create some incredible experiences with the Logitech remote and control system.
And the Logitech Harmony products, they're actually the product that talks to everything. They talk to all parts of NULLS. There is no missing link with that product. It's connected to your robust Wi-Fi that you've got in your home. It's able to talk to your Lutron lighting. It talks to the hub for the Lutron Ratu Select system and other Lutron systems. It talks to your Sonos system. It finds it on the network. It's able to control it as a handheld remote. Again, that convenience. You're not always wanting to grab apps and tablets and smartphones to control your music. You might just want to pick up a remote control and hit pause, volume up, skip a track. And then it's also integrating with your Nest products from the Logitech Harmony app, where you're, running activities like watch Netflix, play Xbox, watch TV. From that nice, easy to use, clean app, you're able to adjust the temperature, check on the status of your smoke detectors, make changes to the climate as part of an activity. So
an activity is making, with a push of one button, making a variety of different things happen with the push of one button. And so an example of that would be turn on the television, turn on the Sonos, put it on the correct input, adjust the lights to whatever tone, color you want it to be, or intensity that you want it to be. If it's a certain time of the year and you want to drop or increase the climate in that area, you can do that as well. And it all operates off of your Wi-Fi system that connects it all together.
That's right. And Logitech Harmony is probably one of the lowest price devices in the NULLS framework. I've known customers who we've just put in the Harmony Hub, which is like a sub £100 device, and the power that gives you, the devices it can talk to for that kind of money, it's laughable how simple but powerful this product is. That Harmony Hub is a powerhouse.
I want to say over 250,000 IR codes that are available to homeowners and to dealers as well. It's super powerful. Well, cool, Gamble. Are you ready to get into some Gamble ramble today?
I'll be totally honest, listeners and viewers, I've not even prepared for this, so straight off the cuff. Fire
the guns. All right, go ahead on.
Right. So today's Gamble ramble is about lighting, okay? And it's in your home, you really need to get a handle on what lighting you're going to put in rooms. You cannot think you're going to have a smart home and smart lighting system if you start mixing up different brands. Lighting is something that needs one system to control them all. If you start blending smart light bulbs, traditional switches, Lutron Picos, dimmers, switched, lights on sensors, be prepared to have quite a messy experience with your home's lighting. Something that should be so simple, because for decades and decades, we walked into a room and we hit a switch and the light came on. It's always been simple. Adding smart light bulbs and smart dimmers and other controls from app and voice, if you get that wrong and it ends up in a mess, you've turned something that was always so simple into a nightmare, a headache that, in some cases, and this is one house we visited last week, the other people in the home said, only my husband knows how to work this stuff. And I'm like, it's the lights. It's the lights. How has this gone so badly wrong that one person is able to be in charge of it all and the other people are, I only use the lamps, or I only use this switch, or I only turn these lights on. I don't know how to get this light on. So what we did for these people was we've done a full review of all the lighting in the house. We've proposed a single system with Lutron, Ratu Select. And if you're living in that kind of pain and awkwardness, and not just with lighting, but other tech, examples of, I don't know how to turn the TV on. I don't know how to get that box to come on. I'm sure I'm not, I'm not stupid, but even I can't work it out. If those are the kinds of conversations you're having in your home, and I know they are happening, please find a home tech professional, get them to come in, do the free survey, the consultation. They come out and review your existing setup and will help you make controlling tech and controlling things in your home simple again.
Absolutely. And Gamble, I'm glad that was part of your Gamble Ramble today, because out of all the NULLS, I think that one of our biggest emphasis of the whole series and with the Digital Ramble podcast and show is the need for having a home tech professional and having somebody that understands how technology works. And a lot of the products that are coming out online are honestly do-it-yourself, or they're branded or they're marketed as do-it-yourself products, and they can kind of get it done, but doing it correctly, doing it in an expedient way, maximizing that particular product's capabilities, and then being educated on understanding how to utilize, that said product is hugely beneficial towards that investment and towards that homeowner, and can save a lot of time and a lot of frustration. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into clients' homes and there'll be a Nest thermostat that's been opened, that's been attempted to be put in, and it's just sitting, in a pile of cardboard and the thermostat, and the client just got so frustrated because they couldn't do it. And we came in there and, like most professionals, was able to get that installed and maximized for them correctly. And so, I definitely want to highlight the need for finding a good home technology professional.
Yeah, and the good thing about the NULLS brands, that's probably why you and I gravitate towards them as well, is they're big supporters of the professional installer. So if you are interested in Lutron, check out the Lutron Pro websites and the Facebook page. If you are wanting Nest thermostats or cameras, go to the Nest Pro dealer finder website and search via your postcode or product that you want installed. Same with Sonos. Find a dealer, find somebody near me that I can go and hear these products and experience these products. So, just a bit of digging around and you will find that Home Tech Pro.
Right, absolutely. Well, Gamble, it's been wonderful seeing you again and chatting with you again. And I know that you have a little bit of a drive home, so be safe and tell the family I said hello.
I will. And that's the end of season 2.
That's the end of season 2, yeah. Season 3 is just right around the corner. Super excited about that. And, until next week, man. You have a great week. Every month, the Digital Ramble will receive a regular source of income from supporters who've pledged through Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, having your ongoing support means we spend less time thinking about business and more time creating quality content for you.
Customized, based in Norfolk, England, are proud sponsors of the Digital Ramble. Check out our all set up services. It's smart home installation with ease. Customize.uk.com.
If you're looking to make your basic home smart, check out digitaldelight.com/shop, where they have a variety of different smart home technology solutions that help make smart home shopping easy for you. Check out digitaldelight.com/shop.